Today on the channel, we're going to learn how to play When It's Love by Van Halen. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to learn how to play When It's Love by Van Halen. I know what a lot of you are thinking, man, that's a keyboard song, we don't want to learn that, but trust me, this is a great song to learn, and it's easy, but there's some cool Eddie licks in here. There's a lot of blues licks in the solo that are kind of like Eric Clapton and give you an idea as far as what influenced Eddie, what inspired Eddie, and showed what type of a blues player Eddie was deep down in his soul. So let's take a close look at When It's Love. Now, yeah, this is a keyboard song, but there's lots of guitar in here. The song is in D minor or F major, either one. Both have a B flat in their key signature, which makes them relative major and minor. So the solo is going to be played up in the D minor pentatonic position, which is also the F major pentatonic position. We'll get to that in a minute, but that's going to be up here on the 10th fret. Okay, so when we get to the guitar solo, we're going to be up there. But let's take a look at this introduction, okay? So the introduction is played on keyboard, and then there's this little guitar solo, this little guitar part that Eddie plays live. He doubles the keyboard part. So we're going to do this part here. I'm going to play it for you. I'll demonstrate it, then I will show you up close so you can learn how it's done, all right? And I'll put the tablature on the screen. So we're going to go. Okay, so that's what Eddie does live. So what we're doing there is we're going to be up here. So we're going to be, he's in D. He's going to be going. So the introduction is D major to an A, then a D inversion with an F sharp on the bass to a G. Okay, so okay, then it's gonna go like this over these chords. So slowly, we're going to be here on the B string. We're going to be up here on the 7th fret, which is an F sharp, which is the major third of the D chord. We're in D major. He goes to this, resolves to an A. So it's 7, 8, 10, and then G string on the 9th. So now, if you listen to Eddie play this live, he picks this first note, and he hammers on, slide up, and then we're going to go, which is the D string on the 11th fret, all right, which is a C sharp, and then we're going to repeat this phrase. And we're going to go resolve down to this G, which is he's doing over this G chord. Then we're going to go one more time, and then he goes. So what that is I'm going to hammer on, I'm going to rake it. We're going to go up to this D, we're right way up here on the B string on the 15th fret, and bend it up one step and bring it back down to this D. So it goes. So all together. Okay, then we're going to take this chord. Okay, so what we're doing there is we're going. So I'm on the B string, on the 8th fret, and the G string on the 7th. We're playing a G. So we're going to resolve this back down to G string on the 5th. And then we're going to go G string on the 7th, a little vibrato, full volume, and then I'm tapping 12 frets above. Eddie does lots of different things. He'll do 12 frets sometimes. Live, I've heard him do it on the 12th fret. I've heard him do it on the 14th. Okay, so there's the introduction with the keyboard, okay? Then we're going to be modulating to D minor. So the song, the chorus is played in is played in A major, but the song is in D minor, the verses. So it's got some funky key changes. I've always listened to this song, ever since I was a teen when it came out, and I listen to these chords. I'm like, wow, that was a weird transition. Those are some weird chords because in D minor you've got an F, right? But then in A major you've got this F sharp, or in D major you've got an F sharp. So he plays around with his melody. It's very ingenious, and chord progression's interesting. So that's one good reason to learn this song and to learn how to play, When It's Love, because the chord structure. Okay, so we're gonna play the verse now. The verse goes. All right, so that's when Sammy's singing the verse, everybody's looking for something. Okay, so when he's singing that, he's D minor. So D minor chord. I'm just playing the middle 4 string. Sometimes I'm just playing the power chord. Sometimes I'll hit the minor 3rd. Just depends on how I'm feeling, right? If I'm feeling saucy, if I'm feeling like playing minor. Now those chords I'm just playing power, F and G. No minor or major 3rd in there. They're ambiguous. And then the minor, A minor. Sometimes it sounds like Eddie's playing just these 3 strings on the top. Sometimes it sounds like he's playing the full bar chord. Sometimes it sounds like he's just doing the power. But I like to move in between here, letting it rolling back on the volume a little bit, and hearing that minor chord chime out with the delay. And that's a B flat to a C power. And he pushes the C. What a push is where it's not on the beat. It's like a push sounds like he's literally pushing it like. D minor, F, G, A minor, D minor, F, G, B flat, push. Okay, so when it goes to the chorus, it changes. Instead of going, he goes E, A, because we're going to modulate. We're going to modulate to D major. So he's, which is really strange because we're in D minor and we're modulating to, well, really he's modulating to A major. So, but he plays it kind of like it's D major. I'm not going to get into that. It's hard to say. I mean, Eddie wasn't really thinking music theory. He was just, I don't think, he was thinking about what sounded cool. So the last time through that verse, we got to go into that chorus. You know, how do I know when it's love? Which is weird. So he's going to go like this. I'll play the verse one time through, and then I'm going to play it before it goes into the chorus and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so he goes E, power A, and then D major. All right, so it goes, how do I know when it's love? A major. It's just some B minor. Then E, A, to a D major. How does it feel when it's love? A major. It's just something. B minor, E, A. Then we're back to now remember when it goes back into the chorus, it goes okay, so there's a bridge part, and the bridge part comes right before the guitar solo, and it's after the chorus, so it goes, how do I know when it's love? It's just something you feel together. All right, so after it does that chorus, it does this part where you hear Mikey go, ah. It's just F to G. Then A minor. And Sammy says, nothing's missing. Okay? And that's the whole song. That's it. We've got I just showed you the verse, and I showed you how it goes into the chorus, and then there's that little bridge part that's F to G. And then A minor, and unlike a lot of Van Halen songs where Eddie modulates and plays a guitar solo over a different key, he doesn't modulate. He goes back into this D minor verse pattern. All right, so he's going to be playing over that. So the solo starts off with this, it starts off with this little bluesy lick. Like that, okay? And then he goes. Okay, so let me show you what that is. At the very beginning where he says, nothing's missing, he goes... So Eddie does these things with his solos where it sounds like he's playing a lot more and a lot more notes than he really is, where he does these semitone bends. So he's taken this G string right here, this G on the 12th fret, and he's really digging into it with his picking hand. So we're going to be riding up on this D minor pentatonic. Sometimes we'll put little pinch harmonics in there to, you know, really milk the note. So I'm on the D string, I'm sliding up, and I'm on the 10th and then the 12th on the G. Okay. So then this next lick is your typical, you know, blues lick where you hear that in a lot of southern rock. So we're going to go, we're on the G string, on a G, and we're going to bend it up a whole step. Use your middle finger to reinforce that G string, and that'll help you pull this up one step. And then you're going to play with your pinky on the 13th fret on the B string, which is a C, like that. Now notice, I'm not playing, you don't hear both those notes together. You hear, as soon as you get this note to pitch, you let go, and then you let that silence speak. Very bluesy, right? Blues players let that silence do a lot of the talking. The silence in this solo is as important as the notes. That makes sense. And then he goes... So what we're doing here is we're up on the D. So one thing you got to know about this D minor pentatonic scale. All right, when you get up here, you can go. So it's really good to know. The next position up a little bit, even if you're just going to play it on the top 3 strings, which is... because that's going to come into play later on in this guitar solo. But basically what Eddie's doing is he's going, and then he goes, he's in this next position on this pentatonic minor. So he goes, so we're taking the D, and that's what we're doing. We're hitting it once. Okay, and we're going to bend it up a step, bend it and release back down to the D, and bend it back up, and we're playing with this. We're going. So that's what we're going for right there. We're going to rake into it. Then he goes C to a D. So from the beginning. Little vibrato. And then we're going to go. This is kind of a little tricky lick here. So it goes. So we're going. We're in the back in the first position of this D minor pentatonic. We're on the G string. Sounds like he's going to do Chuck Berry. But he's not. He's going to go. So we're going to be bending on the G string on the 12th. And then we're going to play this duplicate note on the B string on the 10th fret, which is an A. And then we're going to be on the 12th fret on the high E, which is an E. We're going to bend it up half a step. So we're going, and then that last note, he bends this F up to this G. It's really, really hard. I've researched this, not researched it, but I've listened and listened over and over to this. I learn this stuff by ear, and I'm trying to figure out where he plays this on the fretboard. And the only thing I can think of is he slides down and goes and bends that last note from this F to the G. Just sounds that way to me. So okay, but you got to get that up to speed. Okay, so from the very, very beginning of that solo, okay, then he goes, that's kind of crazy. Live, he overbends it intentionally. He goes, all we're doing is going back up to this D. We're going to just bend it. You might even want to bend it sharp. Each one go up a little bit higher. Kind of like you don't know what note you're going for. You're just going for like emotion. And then we're going to go. So he slides in. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but I mean it's really close. So we're going to slide on the D string. We're going. That last part's very important. So cool. And at the very end, when he comes out of that solo, he goes. We're up in the second position of the D minor pentatonic. So what I'm doing there is the notes are. So these are the notes you're playing. So I'm on the G string, 14th, B string on 13 and 15, high E on the 13th and the 15th, and then we're going to bend up a step. But when we're on this note, we're going to bend it slowly, chromatically. We're going to hit it 3 times, and then play the 13th here, and then. So this one, that's got 3 chromatic strokes, and this high E has 3. Then, so it goes. All right, so from the beginning of that solo, I'll play it slowly, paraphrasing a little bit. So we're going to go. Then nothing's missing. Cool, and then back to the chorus. And then I think live he does. Cool. When It's Love by Van Halen. And don't forget to do this, right? That's the important part. Well, I hope this was helpful. You like this kind of content. If you do, please consider subscribing. Comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.